get the butterflies in your stomach when you're pulling up.
It's a tremendous amount of fun.
So you get done and you're out of breath.
The competition. The competition. I like to be beat so I can come back and beat them. Back and forth, it really is, in the spirit around here of competitive fun is awesome. The person you're racing against will actually give you tips to drive faster. What other sport you're ever going to find that?
Autocross is just awesome. It gives you that chance to race. Anybody in any car can race as long as it's safe. We have classes for race cars, race tires. We have classes for street tires. We have classes for novices. We have classes for fast cars. We have classes for slow cars. We have classes for anybody and everybody. We have people that can teach them how to autocross. We have everything you could ever want to come have fun. But the people are what make the club and make the racing what it is, because it is a very big social affair more than anything else. We all enjoy the adrenaline and going fast and racing and all that, but if we weren't having fun with the people that's here, it wouldn't be worth it to anyone.
Come race with us!
Victor and I have 7 kids, 6 boys, 1 girl, and the youngest is 16, and our oldest, who is now 25, started street racing. And we said, that just won't do. You know, scared us to death. And then we found autocross, just happened to flip across it on the internet. And oh my gosh, we became more addicted than our children were. It was fantastic.
Autocrossing has helped bridge a gap between my husband and my son's relationship of being a father, a guiding person, an upbringing and disciplinarian, to having a relationship with his son as a friend and as an adult. My husband has gained a new respect for my son and his ability to pick up a sport quickly. And so there's a mutual respect that is very adult-like with the two of them.
It is. It's a family event, very family-friendly. As a matter of fact, my son is 22 now. When he was getting ready to get his driver's license, it was a requirement that he autocross that season prior to, and turned him into an excellent driver. I really wish that, you know, we could get more kids out driving. It's a great place to test your skills in a safe environment, friendly environment. Encourage women to come out. Again, it's a great place to learn what your car can do, things you can't do out on the highway without getting into trouble, and it's a lot of fun.
This last winter with all the snow and ice, it's helped out and get a little sideways. You know, I don't panic, you know, and I know when to apply throttle and when not to. It's helped out on the street, you know, as well. Not only that, I'm much more tame on the street now than I ever have been. You know, up until this last couple years, the street was my personal racetrack, and now I wait for the weekends. I like to go fast. I like, you know, I get it out of my system out at the track, and I don't feel like I got to drive like that anymore.
So somewhere around 52 to 1955, somewhere in there when this club was started, we were pioneers. My dad basically was a pioneer. And then it evolved into the autocrossing. What it meant to us, it was a place to have fun with a lot of good people. And it's a sportsmanship, it's a sport. I mean, you see what parents go through with kids with soccer, how wound up they get, just with soccer games and so forth. That's just the way we are as humans. We want to see our kids do well. And Mark, when he started road racing, David's beat everything on the West Coast for about 10 years. I mean, I get tears in my eyes, and that's what it does for me.
Autocross is a slower form of road racing, and in general we usually don't go over 60 or 70 miles an hour top speed, so it's more of a first, second gear type of racing, and it's very fun, it's very quick, but the top speed isn't there. So I would say that the danger and the risk of road racing is taken out to where you can bring out your daily driver or your brand new car and come out, have a little bit of fun, race around, you know, not too fast obviously, but fast enough that you're having a great time, but it takes away that risk of the real road racing. No side-by-side racing, it's one at a time. Sometimes there'll be multiple cars on course, just if we can work it out with timing, but in general it's you against the course and you against the clock. Go as fast as you can, and then you get to compare your times with your buddies. Generally, the worst thing that can happen is maybe you spin out and lose control and start it back up and get back on course and finish the course.
Come race with us.
People start showing up. Tech and registration both go from 7:30 to 8:30. No wheel bearings real loose, lug nuts all there and tight, that your battery is tied down, that parts aren't loose in your car. We also check brakes. Nothing, you know, that a normal car wouldn't pass without any problem at all. Then they get a tech ticket, they go to registration with the ticket, and they go ahead and register and pay for the day. After registration, they go to the worker chief, which is usually at the same table, and the worker chief will assign worker stations for everybody. We split the run groups. We have 2 run groups, and so people are either working or racing. So that's one of the main rules of autocross, is that everybody that races works. We have usually a novice walk. Everything gets explained. If we have people that haven't done autocross before, they get a kind of a primer on what to do, where to turn, all that kind of stuff. So nobody just has to start out cold.
Try and really walk the course several times before you go out. That's, I think, the most important thing. Walk at least 3 times if at all possible, and try and, you know, really think about the course while you're walking. Don't just, you know, just talk to your friends. You know, really try and memorize the course so that you know the course well enough in your head that you can sit in the starting line ready to go out and close your eyes and visualize the whole course in your head.
And the margin of winning and losing is extremely narrow, so if you make one mistake, it's over. And it's all about car control, precision, concentration, focus, leaving everything behind for those 60 seconds and only focusing on one thing and doing it well.